Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be opening up the early access bundles for Stryfe and also a couple 6-star crystals, including a 6-star featured. So yeah, let's just get right into it, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the game right now. So the reason I'm going for these Stryfe early access crystals is because 100% of the Abyss is the only content I actually have left to do in the game right now, and there's also no champs that I actually want or really need anymore. I've had some crazy good luck. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel and you've seen some of the openings, that I've pretty much been getting all the champions that I was sort of after. So Stryfe is really the only character that I'm missing right now, I'd say. And because he looks like he is actually like a hard counter for a lot of the Abyss, that's why I decided I'm going to go for the early access bundle of Stryfe and see if we can pull him as a 6-star. I don't plan on jumping back into the Abyss without Stryfe, and without Stryfe as an R3 or Awakened. I do have Aegon and Doom R3, and they're both Awakened. Aegon is Sig 200, so I probably could take on the Abyss 100%, but I also kind of want to minimize the amount of resources that I'm sort of throwing at it, and I'm not really in a particular rush to 100% the Abyss, though I really loved the Labyrinth content, and I really do like the Abyss content. I kind of do wish the hit cap wasn't there, and it looks like Stryfe might be able to play around some of it. So I'm really interested in getting this champ. So let's see what we get from these crystals. The first crystal, I think we just got like a 3-star Dr. Octopus. This is pre-recorded, but I recorded it so early in the week that I don't remember everything that I got as usual. I sort of remember. You're going to see it's pretty interesting opening actually, but I don't remember the order that I get everything. So yeah, let's take a look here and see what we get. So this is the second crystal. And thought I was going to get that 6-star Proxima Midnight, which wouldn't have been too bad. Any 6-stars out of these is really good. And as you guys might know, as I've said on the channel before, my Cavalier luck is not very good, but I seem to have a lot of luck with just going for the in-game sort of basic crystals, or featured crystals if you want to call them, but without spending any units. Yeah, my Cav luck is never really that good. I've never gotten a 6-star featured from the Cavaliers, and I don't really get that many 6-stars either. So yeah, let's just see what we get here. But yeah, I would really like Stryfe as a 6-star. That's really what we're after here. The other like consolation prizes I would say would be Mr. Fantastic, awakening him, because I'm definitely going to take him to rank 3 as soon as I can, and Guillotine 2099. She's one of my favorite champs in the entire game. I love using this champ, so I would love to get her awakened as well. So that's kind of cool that we got the sub-featured 3-star Jubilee, so I can play around with her and test her. I looked a little bit at her abilities, and she looks kind of interesting, but I've been hearing mixed things a lot from my alliance mates. One of my alliance mates, he's really into Jubilee, so he's really excited, and he says he's a little bit underwhelmed by her. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to play around with her, but now I guess I could because I have the 3-star. So let's see what we get from this next crystal here. But yeah, another thing I kind of want to talk about is, yeah, besides the Abyss 100%, I don't really have any content in the game. I think this month has been a little bit slow, and last month there was a lot with Act 7.1 and Variant. I kind of wish that they separated those two. And yeah, here we get a 6-star Mordo. So that's not too bad. I mean, any 6-star from these Cavaliers I think is quite good. Mordo, I don't think he's really like the best champ ever. He's pretty old now. He's got a little bit of use, I would say, but I don't think he's a great champion at all. My 6-star Mystics are pretty stacked, so I mean, I don't really see myself taking Mordo up at all. I have so many other good 6 stars ahead of him. Doom, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Morningstar, Longshot, Symbiote Supreme is a 6 star. So yeah, Mordo is probably the worst one out of that entire group, so he's not getting ranked up anytime soon. But yeah, it is a 6 star out of these, so I'll take it. That's not bad at all. Yeah, but I do want to talk a little bit about like the current state of the game with some of the content as well. So let's see what we get from this next one, and right after we get another 6 star Beast. So I would say that is some crazy luck, having back-to-back 6 stars. I've never had that happen. Just getting any 6 stars out of here is really lucky, like I said. So back-to-back 6 stars, Mordo and Beast. They're not very good champions at all, but I'll take it. It's not bad. Beast is kind of a cool character, actually, from the lore. So I wouldn't mind seeing him getting like some sort of revamp or retune, because yeah, he's not a very good champion at all. But yeah, it's a 6 star, so I'll take it. But yeah, as I was saying, like right now, I don't really have any content to actually work on in the game besides Abyss 100%. So that's kind of what I'm working towards. But I think last month they just released so much content with 7.1 and that variant that I really wish they split them up into 2 months. I really have no idea what they were thinking there, putting 2 of those events into that 1 month and then nothing really this month. And the side event this month, I have to say, is the rewards are excellent. Like, it's definitely worth doing. I'm used all my tokens already, so I'm just waiting for the next week. The rewards are really good, but the format of this side quest, I think, is a really poor design. I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with this. Yeah, I don't know anybody that's really enjoying this side quest event. Everyone's very confused as to how it works. Have I used the right amount of tokens? What's going on exactly? I can't really blame them. It's not really that clear. It's a very messy event, but the rewards are worth it. I myself chose the hero shards over the resources. I think the 2% T5CC is just, it's so little that it's a little bit tough for me to get excited about that, and I really want to maximize the chances I have with the 6 star featured to try and awaken Reed or Apocalypse from the featured. So yeah, so that's why I'm gonna go for the hero shards, even though I do have really all the champs that I want except for Stryfe now. But I would still like to get the awakening on Mr. Fantastic in Guillotine 2099. If I do get all these champs, I'm going to be running out of carrots on a stick here pretty quick. So yeah, that's the good and bad of these features. Like, I've had such good luck that I'm kind of running out of champs, but I'm happy that Stryfe is actually sort of one character that I don't have as of yet, at least. We'll see. But yeah, that it gives me a little bit of something to strive for, and then Abyss 100% as well. I really enjoyed the first run of Abyss. I like that sort of longer content with those longer fights. I find it interesting, actually. Though I do wish the hit cap wasn't there, because if you look at like the banner of the channel, actually, you can see like one of my highest hitting combos. It's like over 800 hits. And I love that stuff. Like, I love having those really high hit combos in the game. And currently, like, Abyss doesn't really allow you to do that because of the hit cap. I mean, I know there is some characters you can shut it down with, but yeah, like Stealth Spidey, I believe, but I'm not really a big fan of using that champ in general. I just don't really like his playstyle and having to refill those web cartridges that much. He's a good champ, but just doesn't suit me. But I would just love that if I could go into the Abyss and hit like those 1,000 hit combos with Aegon. I have no problem doing that, and I would just love to do that. So I wish that the Abyss had a little bit more of that. I understand why they designed it that way, though, because, you know, otherwise there would be people that are just like one-shotting all the champs. I think, you know, something that would have been interesting was to make it like Labyrinth and have the enrage timer or something like that. And that was like a bit of a weird rollover there on that Hawkeye. I wouldn't have even minded that 6-star Hawkeye, but I believe that's new, having 4-star Tigra. So that's not too bad. I'll take it for sure. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I would I would love if the Abyss was a little bit more open up, that you could do those super high hitting combos. When I do my next paths, I will record some gameplay to see, because I was looking at like my first run of it and I was maxing out the hit cap on almost all the fights, and then just had to kind of quit out, which, you know, that's not the most satisfying way to kind of play. It was just essential. I would just have to quit out with like Doom or Aegon after hitting the hit cap, because there's nothing you can really do. So yeah, I hope that there is more champs that can counter the Abyss, that sort of what's it called, that skirmish sort of cap that they have on there. So the rest of these have been 4 stars, nothing too exciting, but overall I can't say that this has been too bad so far. Like 2 6 stars out of these is not bad, but yeah, so far I haven't even gotten Stryfe as any rarity. I wouldn't even mind the 3 star, just so I could take him all the way up and test him out and see how he is. But he does look like a great counter for a lot of the Abyss too, and that's why I was kind of waiting on 100% of the Abyss too, is because just like Labyrinth, I knew that they were going to release some champs eventually that would be better counters for it. Again, I do have 2 of the best champs for it at R3, Aegon and Doom, but I'm not in like a massive rush, and now I'm definitely not, because I'm going to wait until I get Stryfe, hopefully, and then yeah, I'll dive back into it. So last one here. So I did open all the possible 11 that I could have. So I got the Cavalier, 2 bundles of 5, and then the 1 extra one from the Sigil store. So overall, that's not a bad takeaway though. When you look at that, like 2 6 stars and 3 star of the sub feature, I would say that's pretty good. I say I got quite lucky there. And as promised, I do have a couple 6 stars to open here as well. So we got the 6 star featured that I also got from the Sigil store. So using the 13k, I'm gonna make sure I try and open all of those as much as possible right till the end, because there is still some awakenings, and I think this pool is excellent actually. It's I've, as you guys probably have seen from my previous videos, I've done pretty well from this crystal. The pool is really good. There's not that many misses in here, so it's kind of hard to be disappointed with almost anything that you open from here. But yeah, I'll put up on screen who I'm after, and number 1 is Awakening Apocalypse. I've just been playing him more and more. I love this champ, but awakening him, I think it would be just better for questing. And yeah, also for my prestige too. He's already rank 3, so if I awakened him, then he would probably be on my profile and one of my top champs. Number 2 would be Reed. I really like using Reed, and awakening him would be number 2. So let's see what we get from here. And we actually do manage to awaken our Apocalypse. Number 1 on our list. So this is awesome. Like, I was so happy that this actually happened, because I've only had a chance to kind of open these maybe once every 2 weeks with that Sigil featured. So to see that it actually paid off, because I think I got those shards as well from incursions grinding. So yeah, just getting the awakening on Apocalypse was awesome. I was so happy about that. I really like this champ. I really like the character from the comics. And then here I decided to kind of just mix it up. I think I was getting a little bit impatient, and I decided that I was going to go for a basic because the next Sigil was so far out, and I couldn't really wait for the 15k. So I'm like, you know what, I'll open a basic and I'll probably have enough for another Sigil as well. So I just kind of wanted to mix it up, and this made me realize just why I'm not really into the basic crystal. It's so hard to target any champ. I went through this and there was maybe 10 champs I want. Magneto was one, awakening my guillotine was one, but I couldn't really figure out who I actually wanted from here, and I got Carnage, which he's not a bad champ at all, but if you look here, unfortunately, this is just taking him to Sig 40, so that does absolutely nothing for him, and his awakened ability doesn't scale very well either, so that was kind of a waste. But It's not a total disappointment because he's not a bad champ. He was always a favorite character of mine. But this is part of the reason why I'm not really into the basic crystals. So I'm going to switch back to the featured until I actually awaken Reed now, because now I've awakened Apocalypse. And then I think I'm actually going to start hoarding for the next featured with Stryfe if I can awaken Mr. Fantastic. So hopefully I can awaken Mr. Fantastic soon enough, and then yeah, I'm going to start hoarding, I think, for the next featured for Stryfe. So let me know what you guys thought of this video and kind of everything I said. Let me know where you guys are at content-wise and if you experience the same thing, because right now I'm finding that there's not much content for me to do. Don't worry, the channel is still going to be up and I still love the game and everything. It's just this month is a little bit slow in terms of content. So yeah, I'll do my best to get some more content out to you guys in terms of videos for sure. But for openings and stuff, there isn't really a lot to cover this month. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.